And that, ladies and gentlemen,
is the full-time whistle. This is not a drill. This is not a joke. Liverpool 9, Bournemouth 0. It's all right, that, wasn't it?
better than all right, mate.
Yeah. I said
the season has started.
Yeah, just 3 weeks too late, Liverpool. Nice one. I said before, when I spoke to Paul on Monday before the Man United game, I want Liverpool to start on the front foot. I want Liverpool to be aggressive. I want Liverpool to be ruthless. Get the first goal. Can't go in with a goal behind. And just play the way that we know they're capable of playing. I get the argument it's just Bournemouth. The other argument is you can only play what's in front of you. But I think a few things were massive today. One was keeping a clean sheet. One was scoring first. But also that thing of Liverpool could have taken the foot off the gas at 3-4-0. Before our second half, Liverpool could have gone, yeah, sound, whatever. But I love the fact it's like, no, fuck yous. We're going to go again. We're going to keep scoring as many goals as we can. We're going to get as many people on the score sheet as we possibly can. And even in the 85th, 87th, 88th, 89th minute, Liverpool's still pressing the back line of Bournemouth because they want more goals. Mm-hmm. That's the Liverpool that I recognise. That's the first time I've watched Liverpool this season. Forget being 9-0 up, but even at 2-3-4-0 up, that's the first time I recognise Liverpool playing the way they can play. With the majority of the same personnel that have played the rest of the game, Barlow's injured ones in Thiago. That's how we can play. And that's how we should play football.
Absolutely. And I think when you look back at it, even the decisions at half time, we discussed, will there be a factor of taking your foot off the gas now? 5-0, the game is effectively done and dusted. Shall we wrap players up in cotton wool? We both said no, Klopp will expect more. You know, the performances of the last couple of weeks have not been good enough, so the expectation is to go out there and do exactly what you did the first half, do it again now, prove that you can do it again. But he threw in other lads that then went and demonstrated that they can be game changers. But there could have been a particular drop off in standard or quality when the likes of Carvalho, Bajcetic, Tsimikas came on the pitch. Obviously, I know Milner comes on as well, but they all offered something.
Yeah. I didn't lose any rhythm in that sense either, did you?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's another key point there, actually. I think Liverpool have been accused of, particularly Fulham and Crystal Palace, maybe. I thought the first time Man United, I don't think we even really turned up, but it's almost that arrogance of, not that we won the game before a ball kicked up, but it's like, but Liverpool, obviously, great performance against Man City in the Charity Shield, but that's the performance that should have been against Crystal Palace, and against Fulham. Like, nah, we're Liverpool in the sense of, we're here to win the title. We fucking play like it.
We've been humbled, and for all intents and purposes,
that's a good ball from Bobby.
It was a really good ball. We'll talk about Bobby in the instant match, I think, as well. But I think we've been humbled in terms of, we might have had this little bit of arrogance, and we might have just had that, we did so well last season, it's just almost a given when we rock up on the pitch and we've got all these world-class players. Salah's still here, Diaz is now going to kick on. I think we've had so much positive affirmations pushed on us that we've kind of been too cocksure of our own ability, and we've not taken into account what other teams are capable of doing, and that their hunger and their desire as well. And sometimes we've not been able to match that level of intensity, and I think that's been our downfall. But today is a day where we can really look at it from a Liverpool perspective. Forget what else goes on around the league, forget what all the other teams do. Today was about Liverpool Football Club doing their job first and foremost. Look at that, 19 shots and 12 of them were on target. In terms of that kind of onslaught onto a goal, we've not seen that for a long time. The shots have been like wayward, and some of the chances that were scored today were harder. They was harder than some of the half chances we've created in other games. But for whatever reason, we found that ruthless edge that we've been crying out for, because it's evaded us the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Just for the purpose of balance, Bournemouth are crap.
Yeah,
and Bournemouth are crap, but that just goes to show Liverpool scored the first goal to get some consistency and rhythm behind them, and it's actually also a bit mad at the fact that, as is the point that Paul's made over the past week or so, it's really unusual to have in past seasons where Salah's not been on his best form, but it's okay because Bobby and Manny were there, or Manny wasn't his best, but Bobby and Mo were. The past few weeks, like we touched on it before the start of the show, Trent's not been in form, Van Dijk's not been in form, Gomez obviously coming back from injury, probably not been in the form, been thrown into the mix. Fabinho, Henderson, we've been terrible by their own standards, and obviously there's been no service to the front three in that sense. Today, all those people that we questioned and people in the comments, which I also find bad, when the team news comes out going, oh, Jordan Henderson's starting, or why has Trent not been dropped, or, why is Simicast not starting? Like, sometimes you have to play these plays into form, and they all turn up today, and which is fine, but you need to continue to do that as well. I'm not expecting 9-0 against Newcastle on Wednesday night, but I want to see some of that fucking heart and desire and intensity that I saw today from first minute to the last minute.
Absolutely, and we need to continue in this vein of form now. We need to build from this momentum, and because it's such a huge scalp, everybody within the match day squad today should feel confident. They've all played a part, they've all contributed to that going forward. So we're going to have to use the bulk of those players again midweek. So that energy, as you just said there, that level of intensity, that mentality more than anything else, and the application needs to be there again, because Newcastle are going to be a different opposition. They're going to pose as completely different threats. They can be a little bit of a bogey team, depends when you catch them, and the form's been decent.
The game Man City, good game.
The game Man City, a good game. The form's has been decent so far this season. They've just signed a new number 9, Isaac up top for them. So they will pose as different threats than what Bournemouth have been able to do today, and I think that it goes to show for us it's another level up. I think that what we'll do in this next week in terms of this Bournemouth game, Newcastle, and then the derby is like the polar. What I'm hoping to see is the polar opposite from the first 3 games. First 3 games were flat and with no intensity, and we didn't have any real quality. But now we need to build on that with opposition that, again, we should have rolled over Bournemouth. Second to that, now Newcastle, they're probably someone that wants to go toe-to-toe with us. We need to prove that we are going to be at the top end of the Premier League, and users still going to struggle to get into the top part of the table this season. And then Everton, we just got to lay all hands on Everton and absolutely take them to the cleaners, just for the hurt that we've already seemingly in Liverpool's fans' eyes lost 1 derby already this season. I'm not prepared to lose 2 before fucking the middle of September.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to read some of your comments now to actually get the actual thing out there. Gerald O'Brien says clap out. Obviously, just a joke. Robertson's not getting the injury time in the 10th. Clap out for not scoring 10. Yeah, everyone's saying clap out is a good joke. Good point, Ross. I make lots of good points. Could have been anything. Firmino is better than Nunes. Isn't it funny how people's minds can change? Football fans are pretty fickle. Fickle. Exactly like that. We have a super chat that's just come in, which I will get to now. Odrin O'Brien, £20. Thank you. On night shift, and this is the worst game I could have slept through. I'm on the boys. Yeah, nice one. Thanks for the support there as well. Pity Nunes is banned for 1 more game. That would have been interesting to see if Nunes wasn't banned.
Against Newcastle, yeah. Well, I don't think we'd have got as many today if Nunes wasn't, but I think we would have tried to, given the form that we've been on, I think we'd have tried to play through him too much, whereas today it just seemed like it was free flowing, and it seemed like heavy metal football was back at Anfield for the first time in God knows how long. Plenty of different scorers on the score sheet. It would have been nice to have him back for the Newcastle game though, because I think that is a completely different proposition. But
Bobby's on fire, isn't he?
Yeah.
George Ford says, thank you, Ross, all the best. There was another one there from Ger Nugent says, Ross, new glasses, their new job. Good luck, youngster, and thanks for all over the memories all over the years.
Fall Out Boy, you know that one?
Yeah, back to the memories.
Even if they weren't so great. See?
Yeah, I know Fall Out Boy. I'm cool. I'm hip. I'm down with the youth. I was going to say kids, but it's pretty inappropriate. City are brilliant but also vulnerable. Newcastle will be a tough game. We have to bring the intensity. Need to put together a run and look at the table after 10 games. Yeah, it's much more positive. LJ, we don't press, we chase. Absolutely fantastic performance. Good luck, Ross. Thought Hendo sucks. With a couple of signs there and a couple more people saying good luck. Yeah, we're going to go and do your reactions. There should be a tweet out on the Redmen TV account, which Stephen would have put out by now. Errol's going to read out your reactions. I'm going to do the play ratings, which should be fun for a change. I'm sure there'll be loads of people go, oh, you've only given him a 10, it should be an 11, or whatever. And then we'll do the instant match reaction over on Redmen Plus. And then on Monday, for YouTube members and for Redmen Plus subscribers, we'll have the final word, which we'll just be talking about this even more, which is obviously quite a nice one. And from me, I know I said this on a Club Legends show the other day, but obviously it's my last watch along, which was my last week at Redmen on Wednesday. So from me, just a massive thanks for all your support over the years. Like Errol said before, anything that you see on socials, 99% of it would have been me, even on watch-alongs that we've done today or any other shows. It's made the job a lot easier. Some of the comments aren't nice sometimes, like when you first start and they're like, oh, you're not Paul and Chris. Yeah, I get that. They've been doing it for a lot longer than I have, and they've grown this a lot more than I have. But it's been an absolute pleasure to watch games of football and to watch Liverpool be as successful as they are with you guys at home as well. So yeah, thank you very much from me. I'm sure I'll be about at some point over the next few months and popping up on shows and whatnot. But yeah, what a nice way to end it is Liverpool 9, Bournemouth 0. See you soon. Ta-ra.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to continue the conversation, then head over to Redmen Plus, join as a club legend and get access to our Discord chat. It's got us in and it's got loads of amazing like-minded Reds. There's a no knob policy in there, so where you won't have that on social media, you will have it over on the Redmen Plus Discord. It's full of sound people. Come and join us.